Hello everybody, it's Michael from GetFitOver40.com with another headset or earbud review. I don't know if you want to call these earbuds or headsets. They're kind of a hybrid, but I would say they're more of an earbud design. Now a few weeks back I had a representative from, I'm not even really sure how to say this, but it's spelled Axgio, so Axgio, we'll say. That's how I'm going to pronounce it for the duration of this video. Probably completely wrong, but we'll just go with Axgio. Sounds good to me. Anyways, they contacted me, and I guess they had seen some other earphone reviews that I'd done on my channel and offered me a pair of these headphones. They're the Axgio Vigour Sport Stereo Bluetooth headset. And again, this is another geek mode off review, so I'm not going to try and get too geeky on you. I just want to tell you how they work, how they sound, you know, if I recommend them or not. I'll be talking a little bit about features and specifications, but that's not going to be the focus of this video. Anyways, I said, sure, let's try them out. You know, basically we're looking at $20 headphones. If you buy them on Amazon, I'll put a link in the description. Also in my written review that'll have additional photos and whatnot, I'll have a link to the Amazon store there where you can buy them for about $20. And I thought, what if these things are actually good? They're really basically the same price as a wired set of headphones, and not even a great pair of wired headphones, just an average pair. So really, what do you have to lose for $20? So before I give you my 2 cents, here's a listing of the features and specifications for the Axgio Vigour Sport Stereo Bluetooth headset. Alright, features. They feature stable, secure, and comfortable fit over-the-ear hooks with 3 types of silicone ear tips that fit most ears. They also have 8 hours of music playtime, which equivalates to 8 hours of talk time. They also have a fairly stylish appearance. They have enhanced volume, which allows you to enjoy music at truly loud and clear levels. They come with a 2-piece cord clip that adjusts the length of the cable for cable management. They're easy to answer calls, skip tracks, adjust volume up and down, call, pick up and end, previous song, next song, and pause, play your music without the need to reach your phone. Some of the tech specifications: they have AptX technology for true CD audio quality. They use Bluetooth version 4.1 plus EDR. The profile supported is HSP, HFP, A2DP, and AVRCP, if you know what any of that actually means. The battery capacity is 85 milliamp hours. The charging time, so how long does it take to charge them? About 2 hours, probably from a dead state. The charging port is micro USB. The music time again is 8 hours, and the talk time again is 8 hours. So they do have a built-in mic for talking, making phone calls, and whatnot. The net weight is 17 grams or 0.6 ounces. So what comes in the box? You do get the box. Pretty straightforward box. It's cardboard. You do get the manual, and it has a few different languages. I'm not going to be able to show you it all, but it's a manual. It just tells you how to use it. Now, it did say in one of the specifications that I read that it was Siri compatible, but I couldn't find anywhere in this manual how to use Siri with it, so that may be something I'll have to look into. But you're going to find all the information, how to use it, in your Axgio manual. You get this really nice looking USB cable. Actually, I was kind of impressed with this one right here. So it's got this sort of flat cable. Pretty cool, right? Got to have another micro USB cable. We don't have enough of those. 3 different sizes of ear tips. Again, once it focuses. Okay, I'm using the medium sized ones. I'll explain that in a bit, but small, medium, and large. And here's these clips that you use to adjust the length of the cable if you find it's too long going around your neck. Let's just take a quick look at these guys too while I'm doing all these close-up stuff. So they look pretty good, right? So you have the labeled right and left on them. There's your ear tips. Okay, again, you've got this sort of flat cable. It's pretty cool. And the left ear, sorry, the right ear, actually has the controls. So you can see you've got your plus and minus, and this button here is your off on and your basically pause play button, accept call button. You've got your little port here for your USB port, and it has a little rubber cover, help keep out moisture, debris, dust. And they're pretty light. As they say, they're pretty lightweight. So, are they any good? For 20 bucks, what do you think? What do I think? Well, I have to say I was kind of super impressed. First of all, they came to my door almost fully charged, so I was able to use them right away. And to be honest, they sounded pretty good. And the other thing that I liked is I got that familiar Bluetooth icon in my iPhone menu. I was able to see the battery level in my iPhone, and I could tell that it was pretty much fully charged as soon as I got it. And when I first connected it and got it paired to Bluetooth, I got that familiar reassuring female voice. It told me that I was connected, the power was on. So it was kind of neat, just like I'm used to with my other Bluetooth earphones and headphones. And when I got them, they had the largest ear tips on, which really wasn't a problem, but I almost found that the ear tips, the large ones, sealed too well. And the reason I say too well is because these things pound. They have incredible volume. Now, it's almost too much volume if you're listening to something that has a lot of bass, that already has a high volume level. Then you're going to find it a little overwhelming. You'll have to really back the volume level off because you're going to find they get a little distorted. It's just that there's just too much coming through them. Now, you do appreciate that volume level when you're listening to stuff that isn't as bassy and that perhaps the volume level is kind of minimal. Like, some songs, the volume's just really low. And even though you crank up the level on your headphones, it's still too quiet. With these guys, you're not going to find any problems there for sure. So what I ended up doing was I put the medium-sized ear tips on because I found it just lessened the bass a little bit and the volume just a tad, because I did find them a little bass heavy, and by reducing the size or the fit, they fit a little bit looser, and I found again I got just a little bit less bass, so it worked better for me. Now in terms of 8 hours of usage, I was able to get about 4 or 5 workouts in before having to recharge them, which is pretty good for a set of Bluetooth earphones. With my Jabber Sport Coach, these guys here, pretty much this is a 2 workout earphone, these guys, and these guys are about 100 plus, right? They're over $100. Oh, just hit my lamp. And now these AptX have 10 hours of battery, so they're going to be a little bit more, like 6 to 7 workouts, but it's not over the top better, right? So these AptX that I reviewed, but again, we're looking at $100 plus earphones there. Now I do like the controls, and I'll tell you why. Having the controls right here, once I focus again, is nice because it's right on your ear. You don't have to hunt around for it. It's always going to be where you're used to it being. These don't move around at all. When the controls are on the cable, you're kind of hunting around trying to find them. And also the controls on the cable, they tend to add weight to one side, which tends to pull that cable over to one side. Especially when you're working out, it's like a lump on the cable that grabs onto things, pulls on that one side, especially that one side of your ear there, that earphone, and tends to sometimes even want to pull it out a little bit. So having the controls on here, easy to find, no problem with the cable being yanked around. So I do like that, having the controls there. And they're just the same standard type of controls you're used to when you're using this type of headphone. Now in terms of build quality, I would say they're pretty decent. They're better than I expected for 20 bucks. I don't know about longevity, how long they're going to last for, say, because I've only had them for a few weeks. But I can say this, $20, if I sat on them, lost them, or for some reason they just stopped working after a while, I wouldn't be overly concerned. They're almost disposable. Now, I kind of kid about that. Sure, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. No one wants to just buy them and have them break immediately. But an inexpensive set of headphones, you're not going to be too heartbroken if something happens to them. You can literally buy 5 pairs of these for the price of many other decent quality Bluetooth headphones. So, if you wreck a few or lose a few or whatever, you're still further ahead than buying an expensive pair. Now, one area I'd say the Axgio Vigour Sport Stereo Bluetooth headset maybe is a little deficient in is the fact that there's no information on whether these guys are sweat-proof, waterproof, weatherproof, dust-proof. There's really no information at all. There's a little note in the manual that says don't get them wet, don't get the controls wet specifically. That said, they're kind of rubberized. They have, they have this little flap over the USB port. It doesn't look like there's really too much area where water would flow into them. I'm sure some could get in here, some could get into this little groove here, but we're talking, we're not talking, I don't run around in the rain. I don't go swim. I'm not going to go swimming in these guys. I don't sweat profusely. I'm sure I could probably get them a little damp, and that's not going to hurt them at all. And even if they did fall in a lake or a river, again, we're talking $20 earphones. All right, let's get into some pros and cons really quick. One, they're amazingly low priced, even less expensive than a lot of off-the-shelf wired earphones, so pretty good there. They have that really loud audio levels and tons of bass. The controls work really well and are easy to locate. They're pretty comfortable to wear. I didn't have to adjust them at all during my workouts, which I did find with some other earbuds I've had to do in the past, and they actually look pretty cool considering. Now they do come with 3 sizes of ear tips, which should fit most people's ears. They have better than average battery capacity with up to 8 hours of listening time. Now they aren't water or sweat resistant, so keep that in mind. Don't be running in torrential downpours. And they can also distort at higher audio levels, especially when there's a lot of bass. Now I did find that the bass may actually be a bit too loud for some people. So again, if you find the bass is a little too much for you, then use the smaller ear tips in this case so they'll seal a little bit less tight and allow for less bass to carry through to your ears. Now, in conclusion, what can you lose? You only pay $20 for a pretty darn decent pair of Bluetooth earphones or earbuds or a headset, whatever you want to call them. I love the freedom of being wireless while working out, and with the Axgio Vigour Sport Stereo Bluetooth headset, you can do this for about the same price as pretty much any off-the-wall standard wired earbuds. Alright, thanks for watching another GetFitOver40.com video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Again, if you're interested in these guys, I'll put a link in the description to Amazon where you can buy them for about 20 bucks. And I'll also have a link in my written review over at GetFitOver40.com. This review written all out for you guys if you want to read it and check it out with some additional photos. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.